anything on there just yet. But we're gonna
A
start.
huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast.
All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm going to give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Mm. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, butternup. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa, too bad what you know.
That's still like the best outro on YouTube. What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing, man?
Pretty good. What's up, bro?
Pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. On a blessed day so far.
All good, all good. How's everyone doing today?
Shoot, a lot better. Just got off of work.
Okay. Hope you good over there, man.
Yeah.
All right, okay, cool. Yo, so there's been a lot that's been going on, man. We got some comments here. We're gonna get into that in just a second. Let me see. Let me go ahead and throw some of those up there. So today we're gonna be talking about Desi Banks, man. That's gonna be like the prime topic of today. All right. I don't know if anybody's really familiar with the Desi Banks situation. Him and his ex-girlfriend, I believe. We got some questions about that. We're gonna get into it. But have y'all heard about Jeezy and what is her name? Jenny Ma?
Yeah, I guess it was supposed to be a surprise divorce.
It's been months, haven't it?
Yeah, it's been a few months, but Jeezy is he's asking for primary custody of their daughter because he's saying that Jenny Ma, whatever her name is, isn't taking care of their kid herself.
That's a surprise.
Yeah.
She was the one trying to have kids with her first husband and see how that went.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought she didn't. Oh, she wanted to have kids, and he didn't want to have children.
Pretty much.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. That's been in the news. I've been hearing talk. I don't know how true it is, but Tom Brady said that he would not mind coming back to play for the Patriots, the 49ers, or the Raiders.
Ooh.
This dude's gonna be 60, man.
Brock Purdy out of there.
Wait, what you say, Coach?
Brock Purdy be out of there.
Brock Purdy. Yeah, definitely over for him. He gonna definitely get that favoritism.
Heck yeah, and he gonna get all the coverage too. You know that the offensive line gonna protect him at all costs.
Right?
Yeah, he got the best offensive line.
And he gonna bring in more weapons too.
Yeah, the coach will get out there.
He probably get Gronk to come out of retirement.
And you know they're gonna hire some more some different reps, you know what I'm saying, to make those specialty calls just for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you breathe on him too hard. Oh yeah, that's a foul. That's a penalty. Oh, yeah. Quick way to get another ring.
Sound about right.
I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't mind seeing him if he still got some years left in him, then why not? I
don't know. The chosen one right now is Pat Mahomes, so I don't know about that one.
Fact. But when you think about
if Brady wins a Super Bowl, then what?
That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, he's doing better than some of those younger guys. Than some of them, you only got to be better than whoever you're starting over or whatever.
Right.
Putting up numbers like that, man. So that's why I wouldn't mind seeing him come back in and shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
But what is this? Did y'all hear about that transgender boxer?
Got they block knocked off. Man, I saw the match, man. I was like, God damn.
You seen it?
Yeah, I saw that one clip when they got knocked out, just clop. I was like, goodness gracious. Look like a dude though. Like built like a dude, muscles and everything. But then I read the title, I said, sheesh.
Going from female to male. So the female that went from female to male or whatever. Transgender. But anyway, that he whatever got knocked out in 21 seconds. He got knocked out in 21 seconds, man.
God Dog.
Stop. Like, come on, man. Like, listen, we gotta stop doing this mess. It was a
But
setup.
but hold on now. Now you got the GOAT, Carissa Shields. She keep calling out that one boxer. She says she thinks she can get in the ring and beat him.
Man.
And she all woman with that kind of confidence.
I say
I'm
put
like,
it in there. I say
nah, I don't want to see that though.
Yeah, put it in because here's the thing, man. If you don't, she gonna keep coming with these crazy talking points, and then you got some people up under that post that's egging it on. Like, okay, go ahead, put it in there. Put her in there.
Now,
man.
is she a boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah, she the best female boxer out.
Yeah, she the best. I give her that.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, man. Listen, you can be pound for pound the best female boxer. You're calling out another pro boxer.
Yes, male.
And he got that killer instinct in him, man. I'm telling you right now, he hit her with one of them things. It's over for him. It's over, man. It's gonna be a reenactment of what Devontae seen the other day when he watched that. 21 seconds.
Real.
21
Because his impact, his impact on her would affect her more than with hers against him. You know what I mean? Like he can easily shake that off. You know what I mean? Not saying that she hit, hit light, but come on now. You let a grown man hit you and you a female? Come on now.
Different ball game, man.
Yeah, straight hurt your feelings.
We got to stop this madness, man. Stop the madness. But again, if you got somebody that keep wanting to touch that hot stove and they not listening, let them touch it. Yeah. What they say, that's why a burn mark on their hand, they thigh, they hot.
Imagine how many rules gonna be. It would be with them fighting over.
No rules. I don't want them to do no rules, man. To be honest with you, it can be like a little sparring session almost. They can have on headgear. I hope she put on headgear.
Please
do. Just let that man go to work. Both of y'all, put your best foot forward. No excuses. And take everything that's dished out in that ring. If you take an L, I don't want to hear nothing. Like, just take your L about your business.
Oh, speaking of boxing, did y'all? I don't know where it's at, but I heard through like some of my coworkers that it may not even be a fight between. Is it Jake
Paul and Mike Tyson?
Jake Paul and Mike. Yeah.
Wait, what that's about?
That's supposed to be on Netflix.
Well, they said that they were supposed to be sparring or whatever, before the match or whatever. And Mike hit him so hard that he's supposed to have some sort of nerve damage. Or
who, Jake Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with Mike. Don't mess with Mike.
And it was like most likely he ain't really used all of his power, and you already.
I'm sure. Crime.
Man, I don't care what nobody say. If he's saying he can knock out Mike Tyson, that's ridiculous. You're going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be trying to sue him though. Jake is supposed to be trying to sue Mike Tyson.
You want to spar? You want to spar? Come on, man.
And you challenged him. Come on now. No, don't try to bring the law into it now. You challenged this almost 60-year-old man. You thought that his skill was in the past. No. Come on in there and get your ass whooped.
Still got them hands, man.
Absolutely.
And another one of my coworkers. Oh,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
And another one of my coworkers. This is the same person actually. She said that they had showed like a simulation AI of how the fight would go.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all seen it?
Yes.
I think so.
Man.
That's gonna be hilarious.
Oh
I'm sure Jake Paul had nightmares about that. That's why he's suing.
Yeah, I hope that's not true, man. I'm looking. It still seems like everything is on, man. I hope whatever happened, they able to dish that out. There's a lot of people that's looking forward to seeing that fight on Netflix, man. But it's still scheduled for July the 20th in Texas. So hopefully,
Ooh.
hopefully Mike can refrain from knocking anybody else out until he get in the ring. Just say that, brother. 'Cause I really do-
Yeah,
a
whatever. He
lot of
knocking
people
up.
want to see Paul get knocked on his butt. A lot of people
Man.
want to see. Put him down, brother. Put him down.
Yeah. Same.
So
It kind of remind me back in the 80s. Y'all ever heard of Mitch Green?
Who?
Mitch Green, he was a boxer. And he kept talking trash to Mike Tyson, kept trolling him and everything. And Mike Tyson saw him out, outside the ring and everything. And Mitch Green was,
I think
he hit him one time, and his whole face was just swole.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
You gotta look that up. You gotta look up Mike Tyson versus Mitch Green.
Oh my God, look it up. I believe it.
Whew.
It definitely sounds familiar. So I'm gonna pull up a clip real quick, man, of K Michelle basically talking about. I don't know if she was speaking about a guy that she dated, or she was just speaking in general. But I'm just gonna let them say it instead of me running my mouth. There it is.
When her man cries in front of her. So she was on a live and she was talking to a friend in the background when she said she doesn't feel like when men cry in front of her, it doesn't make her feel protected.
I think men should be able to cry and be vulnerable. Yeah. But for some reason, once they cry, you know what happens to me? I turn into the man. No, you make it right wrong. When they cry, I be like that, like.
She was saying like when they both cry, like who's gonna be like the strong inferior one, you know what I'm saying? She did also say that she would like to get better about it though.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just something, obviously, K Michelle is still dealing with things in her past and she's hurt and everything. So
I don't understand what's happening in the world. Y'all want men to be vulnerable, y'all want us to go to therapy, you want us to get in touch with our emotions. So when we get slandered for it, and you can cry and still be tough. Like kids don't make you any less tough.
Exactly.
Not at all.
But that's why I said I think it's just pain from her past. You know what I'm saying? Because she went through domestic violence and previous relationships and stuff like that. So I just think that she automatically, feels away because of her trauma.
But it's statements like that make men not want to reveal their feelings, right? We've had this thing where men don't talk, they don't talk about their feelings, they don't express themselves, but those are the thoughts.
But yeah, let me go ahead and just so I can do all that. But yeah, that's what K Michelle said, man. She basically said that she doesn't feel protected when her man cries in front of her.
Well, he's supposed to go to the bathroom? Damn. Sound like she want one of them AI robots. Because any real man is gonna shed some tears some way, somehow. Shoot, he might have a death in the family. He gonna have to show some kind of emotion. He stubbed his baby toe in the corner of that bed real good. He gonna shed some kind of emotions. You know what I'm saying? That little Denzel tear gonna pop on this corner of his eye. I mean, it's just gonna happen.
I think that the issue is, man, I don't think most women are really rocking with some guys like that, man. If a man can't be vulnerable around you, then who can he be vulnerable with?
Another woman. For real. If I can't cry in front of you, I need another woman. Next. Back up and go. I need somebody else. Yeah, I can't even be comfortable around you, man. I'd be afraid to pass gas around you, girl. God, dog. I can't even be human.
That's crazy, man. This ring is the same thing. You done messed me up. That's all my trainer. But just because a man cry in front of her, she's basically saying that she doesn't feel protected. That's interesting, man. She said, but she did say that she wanted to get better at that. She need to honestly go, hopefully speak to her therapist or something, man. That's
you know what it sounds? It sounds like she used to them street dudes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I think
because that saying thugs don't cry.
I think that K Michelle, man, she has a lot of stuff that's going on with her mentally that she needs to figure out. Because like if you look at K Michelle now versus what she looked like 5-10 years ago, like I ain't even recognize, I ain't know who the hell that person was. And I'm gonna take it a step further. I think anybody that goes and get those type of surgeries and stuff, man, but most of them, honestly, they're getting it. I don't know, man. They're getting it because I think it's again something that's going on with them emotionally that they haven't dealt with. And no,
I thought
you can get 5-10 surgeries, man, and I don't think that's honestly really going to help with that. A lot of them need
I
to
thought I
sit
heard
down
she
with.
got it deflated.
Yeah, because she had a health scare because of
Not
it.
just her body, it's her face too, fam. Like she
I didn't
don't
know
look the
about the
same
Oh
no
face. I
more.
thought
wow,
just the body.
I ain't know.
Look at
Yeah, I thought it
that
was just
came.
the booty.
Nah,
She took all the fat from her stomach and she put it in her butt, and then she had a health scare where like pretty much like I don't know the true details of it, but she could have died from it. That's how serious it was.
Damn, she must have been fat because that booty was big.
All the fat from her stomach. But
She must
I
have had a
think
big old belly. God,
I think
dog.
it's kind of interesting, man, because a lot of people, dang, you won't even know that's K Michelle.
that's what I'm saying. That's what she looks like. Well, that's what she looks
That
like.
don't look that don't look like K Michelle. I'm thinking that's Sierra, low key.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
because like I promise you, if you pull up a picture of Sierra with like that type of hair color or orange or something like that, it looks exactly like Sierra.
Hmm.
Hey,
I
man,
agree.
yeah,
It kind of remind me of how what he said that they all kind of like the same type of women, the features
oh,
and styles and
oh
stuff.
yeah. I,
Who?
Uh, who
I'm,
said that?
well, what it is? I think you think about Cat Williams, how they all
Yeah.
have the same type of woman, light skin or whatever, with the same type of face and everything.
Weird
But
face.
I don't think that has like anything to do with what those guys like. In most cases, most men just get what they can get. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if this the one that like me, then I'm a rock with her. But I think Cat Williams was
Hmm.
saying those women were given to those guys after they crossed over. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but yeah, after they crossed over, they all got the same type of package, type of woman or whatever. But yeah, I don't think most guys are really checking for women that look all the same. I don't want my chick to look like every other. Oh man, embrace your natural. Like embrace who you naturally are, not trying to look like any one of these doggone celebrities.
Well, but the real thing is though, bro. Like you can say it to your blue in the face. That doesn't mean they're not gonna stop doing what they're doing, because everything that you see on social media is what everybody think they should look like or what they think they should be like. So they try to do all this stuff to, in their term, to
James.
upgrade themselves. Try to upgrade themselves.
So I will say this, man. My message is never for everybody. My message is for the ones that like are on the fence. You know what I mean? Maybe they're looking or seeking some guidance or whatever. Because you're gonna always have those people that are for the streets, those type of women that's for the streets. Obviously, my message and the things that I talk about, we speak about on this podcast and everything. It's not for them. It's for the other half. You know what I mean? Listen, you do not have to follow behind these type of women, because as you can see, these type of women aren't getting the results that you want in life. So don't follow behind them. If you're trying to attract a man, then listen to what men are talking about instead of championing what these other single women are out here saying. This is what you need to look like. This is what you need to do.
Hey, do you think men know what women know? Do you think men know what women want more than what a woman thinks that she knows what a man wants?
Hmm. Good question, man. Hey, ask the panel. Ask the panel. What do y'all think about that?
Repeat the question.
So, okay. So I feel like sometimes us guys, we all know what females want. Like, because if you look at it, their standards are just about the same or just a bit more. But the question that you got to ask yourself as a female, do y'all really know what men want? Like, do you know what the guy's standards is?
Oh, I
Yeah,
say
the
all
question
of
is,
Or do they care? Shoot, do they even care what men want?
yeah. So the question is again, putting it in general. Do you think that women know what men want, and it's kind of like almost reverse it, like towards the guy. There we go. Yeah. over there moving packages for FedEx. Oh, you got them brown boots on, man. UPS on you. A little dog barking in the back. But yeah, but I'm well. So I would say that no, I don't think that that most women really know what they want. And when it comes to guys, I don't think men are picky. I don't think that most guys are really that picky. Like, listen, if this is the young lady that wants me, then I'm gonna rock out with her. I'm gonna love her, forever and ever, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna love how ass she is, how big she is, how short her hair is, or whatever. I'm gonna love everything about her. I'm just gonna take whatever I can get. You know what I mean? But yeah, on the opposite end, when you ask a woman, I don't think they really know what they want. But they oftentimes lead the relationship. That's the reason why I went about answering the question that way. Most guys, listen, if this is the young lady that I chose to be with, then I'm gonna be with her until the end of the day. That's my dog, man. But no, but when you see again, you have a lot of women that are leaving relationships. So I don't think that most of them really know what they want. Devontae, did you want did you want Kobe to repeat the question and you answered, or did you hear it? You get a chance to hear it. My bad.
I think you talking about the question when he said, do you think women know what men want?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I answered it. No, I didn't answer. I had a counter question. I said, do they even care what men want?
Oh, yeah.
To tell you the truth, I think they have an idea of what some men want, and they use that piece of information to for the general population of men itself. So they take the small population and they say, okay, all men are like this. All men want the BBLs and the injected lips and the long eyelashes, the long fingernails and things like that, just because a small percentage of men show that attention. But I've
Now,
seen several videos,
women. Now, is that men saying that they want the women with the long nails, or is that other women championing that?
I believe it's. To tell you the truth, I haven't seen not one man say they like any of that stuff that these women are referring to. I think
Well, I think it's more of like what they see, and if they see that the guys are liking these pics and videos and stuff like that, that's what women are perceiving. That's what a man likes, is those BBLs and stuff like that. But as far as like what the men are saying, we ain't listening.
I think because it's I think what Devontae's trying to say is that women think that us men have a type. in some cases, some guys do have a type, but guys like myself, if I like you, I like you. That's just how it is. And like sometimes, not all females, but certain females, they can see that. Like if they ask you who's your celebrity crush and you say who it is, they'll automatically think like, oh, that's the type of woman you like. It don't always be that way.
I want to speak to Tina's point. So I want to make sure that we kind of we shine a light on this. Those guys that are liking those pictures of those women that might have the long nails or whatever, most of the time it's because those women are half naked or they shaking their butt. So it don't really have anything to do with their nails and their eyelashes. They just looking at, yo, that's ass right there. I'm gonna double tap that. I like that. She's shaking the heck out of that. Let me go ahead. I don't think it really necessarily has anything to do with those, again, those fake long nails and those mini blind eyelashes. They're not necessarily checking for that. It's just the sexual part of it. Like, yeah, I like it. Okay, clear. Go on with that.
Like you said, it's the visual, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. But oftentimes that's what a lot of them believe. Like they see that, like, oh, so that's the type of woman that he wants. No. Like, yeah, we'll double tap, we'll like, but that ain't nothing that he trying to keep around long term. That's just a little quick.
I'm scared of them girls with them long fingernails, man.
I already know where you're going, this man.
I'm telling you, I'm scared of them, man. I'm scared for them to get in my car and to smell my seats after they get up, man. I'm telling you, because you can't tell me they wipe their butt real good with them long fingernails.
Ain't no way.
This the nail. And they tapping the screen. I don't know how they do it, man.
They doing it. They ain't doing it right though.
They got to be a pro to do that.
Ooh. Without breaking a nail? No, ma'am. Unless you got bathing service or something.
Yeah, but they
or a loofah.
They good back scratchers though.
So question to everybody: how do you know you have a good woman, or versus how do you know you have a good woman or a great woman, and then vice versa for the fellas? I mean for the women. How do you know you got a good man? Maybe y'all can give them some insight on this. How do you recognize greatness from the opposite sex? Put it into a quick question. Anybody?
Obviously I ain't think long and hard enough, but I feel like I'm gonna just say going beyond like just basic and responsibility.
No, say it again.
Like good versus great. Well, great would be like, okay, you acknowledge like he's taking care of like basic things or necessities. I'm just saying this though, and they're taking it a step further.
Yeah. So I'm just asking, how do you identify a good or a great guy? So it's not the difference between good or great, but how would you be able to identify like a good, great guy versus, the rest of them? How would you be able to separate? And then vice versa would be for the men. How would you be able to identify or separate the good women versus the women that's for the streets? Hopefully to get some insight to the listeners to kind of help them out. If they're trying to find
I believe a good woman adds and a bad woman subtracts. So a good woman adds. So if you already got happiness and security and peace in your life, a good woman is going to add that same thing. She was going to add more to your life, that happiness, that peace of mind. You know what I mean? That knowledge. You know what I'm saying? She's going to increase what you already have. A woman that's not good for you, she's going to subtract all of that. She's going to spend all your money. She's going to waste all your energy. You know what I'm saying? She's going to make you less than what you were before. You know what I mean? She's not going to bring you to the better version, to the better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be your best around with her. You know what I mean? With a good woman, I mean, you going hopefully you already at that potential where you are the best version of yourself, but she's going to maintain that and capitalize on that to make you even greater than when you were when you met her.
All right. Cole, how do you identify a good woman, or how are you able to separate, the good women versus the ones that's basically for the street?
I definitely think that you separate the two because I feel like a guy knows a good woman from a woman for the streets because he knows her intention and he knows um sometimes guys just know, like, if you got a woman from the streets, bro, if she asks you like, I want you to buy me this, I need you to go out to dinner, I need you to go shopping with me and all this stuff, yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. I feel like a good woman is a woman that would, I would say, go out of her way for you. If you have somebody that will go out of their way and do something that they normally wouldn't do for anybody else, that they do for you, and they're willing to add value just like you're trying to add value to her. And a lot goes with communication, how you love, how you uplift your partner.
Dope. Can you give us an example? I think that's a good point, man. A woman that'll go out of their way. Can you give them like an example of that? I'm trying to make sure that we kind of look out for some of the male and female listeners, kind of like giving them, maybe not necessarily like a step by step, but give them some examples of what that looks like, so they can kind of look for that when they're maybe choosing the next person that they want to deal with.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say I can use my wife for example. At the time we were dating, I believe I can't really remember. You probably got to come back to me on that. I gotta really think that one through.
Okay, cool. Devontae, Tina, have you figured out what?
Not really.
All right, Devontae, can you give us some examples of what that looks like? I know you were saying something about like adding value. So how would that look?
So you said as far as adding value. So if you already bring all those wonderful things to the table, that individual also brings the same thing to their table. So when y'all collectively come together, it just gets better and better. You know what I mean? So to break it down, every relationship gonna have their trials and everything, because you gotta get to know the individual. But it should be. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm just parked. So with that being said, it should be it shouldn't be any stress. You know what I mean? It should be more happiness. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be, you shouldn't, like, you wouldn't feel like that individual is wasting your time. You know what I mean? They value, you would feel like that person is valuing their time with you. You know what I'm saying? Their time with you. You know what I mean? So everything that y'all do just feels good. It doesn't seem like you're giving too much of yourself and you're not getting anything in return. You know what I mean? Like, you don't feel used, or you don't feel tired. Like, no matter how hard the situation is, you know what I'm saying, your relationship is and things like that, you still have that energy, you still have that want and will to keep trying, because you know what I mean, that the other individual is doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And it's nothing that is like toxic. It's stuff that, normal, regular couples deal with, like toilet seat up, or say I want the tissue roll down this way, I want the tissue roll down that way. You know what I mean? It's small issues that's small, miniature issues, not big issues like this person is lying all the time, this person is inconsistent, this person is you know what's another one, just this person is just not right, so it was just it's just I don't know how to express it. It just feels right, and it's more than just a feeling. It's in your mind and your heart that it's so this is right. Like you don't feel, you don't feel like you being misused. You feel like, okay, this is a project that we collectively had put in. You feel like golly, I don't know where I'm going with this. Please come back to me, because I don't want to be going on and lose nobody. Come back to me, because I had a thought, and then it's like, wait a minute, where am I going?
Let me give a quick shout out before you get up out of here. Want to give a huge shout out to Kobe's dad, because he did chime in. What's going on, B? My bad, man. I missed your comment, dog. My fault, man. He said that y'all are too much, and then he said, "What's going on? How y'all doing?" My bad, man. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't put up Instagram comments. I don't know why that is. They'll put up Facebook comments and they'll put up YouTube comments, but they don't put up Instagram comments. My bad, B, man. My bad for missing those comments, man. But yeah, we good.
What's up, Dad?
Be always tuning in, dog. He always tuning in. He always watching. Let me go ahead and give my answer before we go to the next one. If y'all wanted to chime in, then y'all feel free after this. But I think one of the easiest ways is by a person's conversation, like listening to people speak. What are they talking about? Like when you ask them questions, just seeing where that conversation is going. Another easy way to find out is looking at their social media. How active they are on social media. If they're active, that's probably a good thing. You can really kind of get a feel for who that person is and how their mindset is. All right. I think that's one of the easiest ways to be able to identify, a good person versus one that's from the streets, by looking at their social media and actually having a conversation with that person to see where their head is at. Having like maybe 4 or 5 questions, just to kind of like test the waters or whatnot. I got some questions for y'all. I might drop it down in the comments to kind of help y'all out a little bit, man. Did y'all have anything else that y'all wanted to add before we go to the next question?
Well, mine is the social media part. I think I was on the level where you was at with the conversation part. Is a good guy or a great guy. He would ask those questions that may be a little bit uncomfortable for you, but for you to think about and kind of get, push you a little bit forward so you can be the best version or a better version of yourself day by day. As far as anything else, yeah, I just got down to that part of like just the conversation, like the type of conversations that he have, and maybe if they're getting to know each other, like, activities and adventures might be a little bit different later on down the line, but yeah. Let's see the comment.
Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh. What up, bro? What up, man?
She ain't here today. She ain't here today.
Yeah, and shout out to the Oliver Red Pill for coming back through, man. We appreciate you, dog. All right. Should people in relationships have friends from the opposite, with the opposite sex?
What a great question.
Woo! Woo. Take it down.
Okay, I'm gonna get my answer out the way. I'm really gonna say yes and no because I think it is based on the person that you're dealing with and if your partner trusts you not to cross those boundaries on both sides because I most definitely think I feel like you can't have no friends of the opposite sex unless they meet your partner. If they never met your partner or never like met them in person or talked to them, I don't I don't really I really wouldn't consider that because always a person of the opposite sex, if you're confiding in them about your problems that you're having in your relationship and you're talking to them about your problems more than your actual partner, you're causing more issues because that person is going to think like, oh, well, they're not doing this. So let me see if I step in, I do some of this and some of that, and that probably get her or him to drive away from them. And that gives me an opportunity to swoop in and grab them.
All right. Tina?
No.
What's his name? Charleston White. No.
No. I feel like it could also be a gray area too with trust. But at the same, I'm thinking like, okay, your spouse, male or female, you might have trust in them, but you don't really know this friend. Like you don't really know the friend. Like they may say one thing, but you still have to. I still feel like they're gonna. You just have to be more conscious about actions and things that's being said and their history, and just still. It's just I just feel like I guess I'm still saying no.
She's pretty much saying I can trust him, but I don't trust her.
Yeah, I don't
trust
know.
Hell no. To the no.
Because I mean, like, who's to say? I don't know. Because I sometimes I know how women can act, and they'll stick around with this dude for XYZ amount of years. Finally, so yes, ultimate red pill. No.
I agree.
So,
well, let's say Hall. No, but we know what you meant.
No.
I'm gonna say so. I'm definitely gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't see any reason why. If I'm just speaking from a guy's perspective, like coming from me, why I would need a female friend. Now again, when it comes to working, like of course, you're gonna have colleagues or whatever, people that either work for you or work with you. But the only reason why we're having conversations is pretty much about business. I don't understand why in the world why would you need friends from the opposite sex. Is this before or after you get married or get in a relationship? Well, I guess that's a good question. I mean, that's a good.
I don't have any. I'm married. I don't have any. So I let it be known.
Oh yeah, you already know you gonna start digging.
You ain't getting me caught up.
Start digging real quick, boy. So what do you mean when you say? So yeah, why? That's what I would be probably at. Like, why would I need friends? From the opposite sex. I don't have anything that comes to mind, honestly, besides again when it comes to work. You know what I mean? I mean, using them for a video or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. And again, all of that is business related. It has nothing to do with an actual friendship. I ain't gonna say I fell out with someone, but someone felt some type of way because I told them this wasn't a friendship. Like, this is more of a business transaction. Like, the reason why, we are in contact with each other is strictly about business. Like, so you mean like this is not a friendship? Like, no, this is not a friendship. It sounds harsh, but I don't really believe in candy coating things or leading people down a road that I know, like, listen, no, this is not what that is. Everything is transactional. The reason why, we meet up is to do a video. And the only reason why we are contacting each other is because of, I ain't gonna just say just for my benefits, because I mean, like, you get knowledge, and then of course, like, working out and stuff like that or whatnot. But yeah, nah, man, like, hey, when you look at it, it do seem a little one-sided. We go It is what it is. We got Devontae back up in here with that Metro PCS internet.
It's raining out here, man. You see that?
It's raining bad. The rain messing with the service, brother.
Mm-hmm.
He must got that little antenna on top of his car with the aluminum foil. We're gonna get some service up in here today.
Dog, I need a hanger, man.
It's all good, dog.
My antenna broke. The hanger, the wire hanger.
So one of the questions we just had was, should people in relationships have friends from the opposite sex?
You said, should they have friends of the opposite sex?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see no problem with it. As long as they, they was friends before we met. All right, cool. As long as they ain't, out late at night, kicking it, and he ain't calling late at night, and we all kick it. You know what I'm saying? We all friends. Y'all friends, we friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
So your wife friends.
So
your wife friends are your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be.
So I think one of the things that they were saying was, is this before or after they get married? So I'm guessing you're saying it was before they got married, then it's cool. Mm-hmm. So even afterward, after the marriage or the relationship, just speaking in general, because I don't like to make anything personal, but just speaking in general to the audience. Do you think that if it's after the marriage or the relationship that would be cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on the person, but
yeah, you gotta
but
have
majority of the time, I would say if you get married, sometimes those female friends disappear, or they just fall off the face of the earth. So
now, hold on, that sounds a little one-sided. Now that sounds a little one-sided. What about for the women now? What about for the women?
Shoot.
Should the male? No, I'm asking you. Should the male friends drop off if it's after the marriage? Just speaking in general.
Should the males drop off their female friends?
No. Should the male friends drop off if it's on the female side? If it's on the female side, do you think that the male friends should basically fall by the wayside when she gets?
I feel like they should, out of respect. Out of respect for the man, her husband, of course. Or boyfriend, of course, because like sometimes you got put the ball in their court. Like, what if you got into a relationship with somebody? Would you expect for them to push them off to the side because you're with them? And if you can't do that, then that tells me that you still got something towards that person that I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not really giving any options. It's like this, dog. Yeah, I ain't even gonna say in a relationship. Hey, any male friend that you got, yeah, don't worry about it. It's over. It's over for him. It ain't no damn. I'm trying to convince this young lady, like, what are we doing? Hey, listen, if you wanna keep that friend, then you go be with him. You go be with him, go chill with him, let that be your friend. But no, once I come into the picture, ain't no other male figures with me. Yeah, we ain't doing that. we gonna cut out all the complications in there. Let's go for a hard part. Good grief. All right, so how does I have a lot of guys that are on my page. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of trying to help out my my audience right now because I'm gonna use some of these clips from one of my main channels. So how does the average guy get an above average woman, and then we can always reverse it to the other side as well?
Confidence.
Okay, confidence.
Personality.
Absolutely.
Being funny.
Yeah, humor.
Wait,
most definitely.
Being funny. Okay.
Not being weird.
What
being
does that mean?
themselves.
What does
themselves.
Break that down, man. Help the boys out. What does not being weird mean?
Being weird is it's a lot of things, man. Being over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like really just being over the top, talking about sex too, you know what I'm saying? The first couple sentences that we made, and you know what I mean, just it's being weird is like, just
being creepy.
Yeah. Like, get to know the person before you try to talk about what's in their pants and stuff. You know what I mean? Just have a regular conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people don't know how to just conversate no more. People just be so in a rush to just screw in. You know what I'm saying? And they be talking sexually. Like I hear it a lot because I'm around a lot of older guys where I work at. And these chicks, they be coming to me, they be like, man, your coworker weird. Like, oh my gosh, what he just said? Did you hear what he said to me? Oh my gosh, the way he was just sitting here with sticking his tongue out at me and everything. And
oh wow. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, man.
It's
stuff that y'all do in the comments don't work, man. That's stuff that you see a lot of guys doing in the comments, telling women to sit on their face, all that other stuff, man. Look, that's not gonna work with a real woman of substance. Like, that's the quickest way for you to go straight to the door, man. But yeah, laughing for no, you got to be careful about that, fellas. Listen, I know a lot of y'all are silly and goofy or whatnot, but laughing too much for no reason is a turn off too. A lot. I think that a lot of women look at a lot of men as them being like socially awkward. And the reason being is because most men are not comfortable with talking or speaking to a young lady. They're nervous, their hands start to sweat, man. They start stuttering, like, damn, man. I can't believe
But why? But why?
Because they looking at the assets.
All she can say is no.
They get stuck on the assets.
No.
But it's like stuck on the assets.
They see a pretty woman with a big old booty and
peep game, right? So say for instance, if this is your very first time cutting grass, right? And somebody's gonna pay you $20, you're gonna be a little bit nervous about, like, I don't want to F this up. So I think guys are pretty much the same way when it comes to speaking to a young lady. Listen, I don't do this, too often. Like, I'm used to speaking to my boys because we do that all the time. Like, I'm used to doing that. You know what I mean? So you start to develop confidence along the way. So it takes time. Like that confidence level has to build up. But getting the door initially, most guys are nervous. Most guys are awkward because they spent most of them have spent their whole lives or majority of their lives not going up and talking to women. They've actually been avoiding those situations. So that's the reason why you have a lot of guys out there that are nervous. And I'm only saying this because, again, I speak to these guys daily, weekly, every month. Like, and it's always the same. I'm just like, I mean, yeah, it does make sense. Because, again, when I always take things back to school, because all of us are out of school. We've been out of school for, 5, 10, almost 15 years or whatever. And if you take that thing back in school and you see most of the men in there, most of the guys are not confident when it comes to speaking to young women. Because women can be harsh. Let's keep it a band now. Women can be. I'm not saying that they are most, but women can be harsh. Get out of my face. Like, Go and talk
Of
about you to
course.
their old friends. Did you know such and such tried to talk to me? Yeah, girl. Now you the talking their conversation because I done. Oh, damn. Man, scarred that brother for life. Now I don't even want to do it no more. I ain't gonna have a conversation. I'm just gonna inbox. And even when you
I
inbox, they
got
still
you.
screenshot you. They gonna screenshot you and blast you. Yeah, such and such try to talk like you. Damn, you could have at least blurred out the damn name. You gonna keep my name up there? You gonna keep- oh, you gonna tag? Oh, you gonna tag me? Let me unfollow, block.
Hey, I get it. I totally get it. I guess for me it's almost like, of course, I was a person that was nervous to talk to women, but at the same time, I had to come to grips like, yo, all she can say is no. That's all she can say is no. And like you said, I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but I've experienced that portion before. Like, it wasn't trying to talk to her. Well, this was a long, long time ago. It was probably in college. Um, yeah, like I had hit somebody up that I used to know. She thought I was trying to get with her. She posted it on her Instagram.
Yeah.
And I
Hey,
didn't care.
yeah, it can get there. It can get to that point, man. You know what I mean? Again, social media, it can be the worst doggone tool sometimes, man. People blasting you. Now you got hundreds of people watching, sometimes thousands, depending on how big their audience is. Like, man, God, ow. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm good on that, dog. I'm good. Thankfully that I
You
ain't
gotta look
never
at
been on
these.
these.
You gotta look at these women like they regular people. Just have regular conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we get so tied into their assets. You know what I'm saying? These wonderful breasts and wonderful body and all of that stuff, and beautiful smile, the lip gloss, the scent of them, and all of that. And we get so lost in that we forget to just be a regular person. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Sun is beautiful out there. There's clouds. You know what I'm saying? Just talk regular talk. You know what I'm saying? Don't even if she got all that and that thing is just out there, don't pay that no mind. Don't pay none of that no mind. Just have a regular
Come on,
conversation with her
come on,
and
man, come on,
keep on going about your business. And she gonna be like,
Devontae,
he
come,
ain't see,
Devontae, come
look,
on,
she
come
gonna be like,
on,
man, she
man.
ain't. You be like,
Hold on,
he ain't see this big old dump truck I got behind me. He ain't even look.
We with you, but nah, hold on, wait a minute, dog. Now you know good and well.
What?
If she got the assets out there.
I mean, I ain't saying not look. I'm saying look, but don't be obvious. Don't get caught. When you get caught
You got to put
looking,
the
it's
shades
when
on.
it's all off. Bet
Got to
it's
put the
all off
shades
when
on.
you caught looking.
I ain't bring
Cannot
no
get caught
shades.
looking at. You got to act like, oh, okay, yep, all right, yep. Mm-hmm. Well, it's good talking to you. Like, wait a minute, she ain't see this dump truck I got behind me. What the? He ain't try to act my number or nothing. No, I'm telling you.
But yeah, no, I would agree with you though. I would agree with you. Yeah, it's like the more that you're not really pressed as much as other guys are, the more they are. I don't know, man. They just
desired.
Yeah, man. It can drive them crazy.
Cause then they wonder why you not like that. They like, wait a minute, he's a little different. What's your name?
Most guys are pressed. Like, why is he? I feel like he should be pressed.
Damn, I just put on my new perfume and everything.
Listen, the ones that everybody is going after, you all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at them like they regular chick. Man, oh, what's up? How you doing, this lady? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that, fellas. Yeah, don't be pressed, man. Don't be pressed. If you're trying to get that above average girl, just having a basic conversation with her. Again, not overstepping anything like that, man. It won't be for long before she start to question herself, like, why ain't he checking? Why is all these other guys checking for me, but he's not really checking for me like that? Like, what the hell is going on? It's something about him. And then next thing you know, she's standing by your locker.
if you get caught up in her looks, you become a mark, because you become a big mark. You be that guy that, oh yeah, he think I'm cute. Oh yeah, he gonna pay for this. Oh yeah, I can just say, oh, I'm hungry. He gonna want to take me out to eat. Oh, my feet hurt. He gonna buy me some new shoes. He gonna be this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to do nothing. Mark,
Fact.
she don't spank you because you got lost in her looks. Do not get caught in that. Just look at you're a regular person.
Realize them looks gonna go away.
Exactly.
I like that. You're a victim.
Titty, you good on that? My bad. But yeah, man. So what would be some advice for you, like if a young lady is trying to get maybe an above average man? You know, what would be some advice to those young people?
I was too busy focused on what y'all was saying. I didn't really think of anything.
Maybe would it be lead with her femininity? Would that be a good one?
Yes.
That'll set you apart from the rest or whatever. I'm trying to throw you a little alley hoop. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
I mean, yeah, leading with your femininity, not being so out there. Like you don't have to be out there to be seen.
Yes.
My mom, she told me a lady should be, what she say? Yeah, that's what she said. She should be seen, not heard.
Right. Allow your beauty to speak for yourself. Listen, man, when it comes to a feminine woman, she can walk in the room and demand everybody's attention. Don't have to say a word. And the issue is most of those women that, think that being loud, showing skin is the perfect way to get those men's attention, but you're getting it for all the wrong reasons. Now, this other young lady, on the other hand, again, that walks into the room, she respects herself. Those men are going to respect her. So when you're leading with your femininity, that's your superpower, man. You can get that room to do anything, anybody in that room to do anything that you want them to do. I mean, hopefully it's nothing crazy, but yeah, when you lead like that, so that's what she means when she said, "Listen, you're seen. You don't have to be heard. When you're leading with that, you don't have to be heard, man. Listen, everybody is watching and listening to everything that you got to say, versus that other woman over there that's out there doing the most. So I definitely agree with that. Let me go ahead and throw that up there real quick. Wow, boom, bam. Hold on, the one to you done kind of went out over there, brother. You good? It must be the wind this time. I think you're on mute, bro. You're on mute, D.
Shoot. Dang, the power lines, man. The power towers was shaking a little bit and kind of threw me off a little bit. So bear with me, y'all.
Out of that, man. Come on,
shoot, man. Look at these windows, man. I'm telling you, it's raining bad out here.
Come back to the Carolinas, brother. Come on back.
Whew. I love to.
I think that was some really, really sound advice. I mean, I think that may be interesting. Being that's trying to maybe get an above average woman, and then the women that's trying to get above average men. And then, hey, it's nothing wrong with getting somebody that's equal to whatever you are in your life right now. If you suddenly became a billionaire, do you feel like you would take care of your whole family? I see a lot of side eye going on over there. What's going on?
My family's small. Yeah, I take care.
Okay, all right.
Because I feel like even with what I have now, I still want to take care of them.
I would say yeah. I would, most definitely would. I think I feel like sometimes when let's use sports for example. When you have let's say you have a man that makes it out of the hood goes to college and then makes it to the league. I think people have lost that sight, or I think families have lost that mindset, or they're in that mindset of like, oh, my nephew and my son made it to the league, so we're what they say, we made it, or we made it. And it's like, nah, I made it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, when you, especially if a person got a family, the very first thing they think about is like, oh, I'm gonna take care of my mom, my dad, and whoever else, then take care of my wife and kids. Nah, if I made it, I'm taking care of my wife, my kids, then whoever else after that comes after that. Because people, you're supposed to be going from top to bottom. You're not supposed to be going from the bottom to the top. Like, it don't work like that.
Yeah. Okay. D?
I would help people anonymously. Like nobody, I would be a billionaire and nobody would know it. Like I would send money and there would be rules to it. Use this money to pay your debt, pay your mortgage off, whatever. And it wouldn't be for me. You know what I mean? Nobody would know I got the money because that way nobody can ask me because they don't know I got it. And I'll be stress free, and I help everybody out. And I wouldn't even have a big mansion. I would just have a nice house, something that a working man can get. You know what I mean? It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have no flashy car, nothing like that. It'd be a nice, nice car. You know what I mean? I wouldn't show that I am a billionaire. You know what I mean? But I would help everybody that I could, and nobody would know it was from me. I don't even want to, I don't even want no praise for it. I don't even want nobody, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Vontae did this. No, no. That was just a blessing. I was able to have it, and I was able to give it to you. But you.
Leave that man's service alone. Bring him out there.
Oh, man, that's my dog, man. Again, I've been knowing Devontae for almost 20 years, man. He already know I'm gonna give it. Oh, I'm gonna give you heck, boy. Yo, we interrupt this program. Woo! Hey, man, I tell you what, guys. So what we'll do until Devontae get his life together, we're gonna go ahead and go into the main topic of today. All right. So again, I've been telling you guys about Desi Bank and his ex-girlfriend. A lot has been buzzing since he's been on the Shannon Sharp podcast. And regardless of what anybody says, this is the first time that I've heard Desi speak or say anything about his ex. Like, I don't know what this is about with, what Tasha K is talking about. So the young lady actually went and got on Tasha K's, I don't know, let's just say her platform. I want to say her podcast, but yeah, she went and got on Tasha K's platform after she did an hour and like 30 minutes of TikToks of Desi basically saying my ex didn't support me, when I felt like she should. And that's pretty much all he said. He didn't say her name. He just said ex. He didn't call you out. Like I feel like it's clout chasing, but let me stop. Let me stop. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. You guys will be able to check it out or whatnot, and we'll go from there.
She appeared on Tasha K's channel for an interview to clear the air about their relationship. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with this situation, you may be wondering who she is and why she's even doing an interview. Well, this past Valentine's Day, Desi appeared on Shannon Sharp's podcast. At one point in the interview, Shannon asked him about his ex kicking him out of the house, and Desi proceeded to tell his side of the story.
I read where an ex put you out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell that story.
Yeah. That's when I was first, in my beginning stages of, really chasing my dream of comedy. At the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much.
I thought there was gonna be a woman I was gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of stuff with her. You know what I'm saying? Every dime that I got, where I was working, I gave to her. The only thing I wanted to do was get me a haircut and pay my cell phone bill so I could, shoot my video.
Right.
But I felt like at the time the money, it wasn't coming fast enough.
Right.
It wasn't there. So she went to, you need to get a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. Well, I can't do this no more. So you might have to, go do something else. So it sent me to my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling my grandma for a little minute. And at that moment,
but that happened at late at night. That was like,
yeah. Like,
so she put you out like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Like I cried. Like I cried. I was crying already. Like, when you chasing something, man, you trying to make this shit work. And man, I remember this shit like yesterday. Like, I was trying to talk to her. She was like, boy, if you don't go to sleep. I'm like, what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, okay. And that made me cry even harder. So I just walked in the living room and I was just like, damn, shit, like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And like I said, I had this, I'm so spiritual, I'm so connected with God. I had this bubblegum rapper, man. And this bubblegum rapper that I held on for a little minute. I still got a picture on my phone. And man, it said stand-up comedy. I swear to God, it said stand-up comedy. And that was the thing that I was like running away from for a long time. Like I didn't want to do it. But I a little fear was kicked in when when it came to it. I was going to accomplish it, but I also needed people to believe in me around me. But if nobody gonna believe me at the time, I gotta continue to believe in myself.
Right.
So I gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go get my own space. And I made my first $900 on YouTube. Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
It's you.
You ain't look back.
Oh, you in trouble now. I'm gonna stack me about 10. I stacked up for about 3 months. I got up to about $10,000. I want to go get me an apartment. And after that, that's when it really took off. Yeah, everything went going. But I was tricking, it was over with.
What advice would you give men that's living with a woman?
Ho. I just want to pause it right there, man. That man said, listen, soon as I got my first $900 from YouTube, he was like, yo, it's up from there. I just got to give a shout out to the creator of this video real quick. Let me see. Yeah. Status Headquarters. And shout out to y'all, man. Definitely got to make sure that we give credit or whatnot before, during, and after. I thought that they actually did a really, really good job with capturing everything. But $900, I got to give it to this brother. Let me tell you something. When I made, I want to say, I think one of my first months was probably like maybe, it was less than that. I don't even think it was $100. But once I seen that I made some money off of things that I created from nothing, I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. So the fact that he made $900, hey, shout out to that brother. Wait.
And the woman is the breadwinner.
Man,
how do you navigate that system, Desi?
I think you got to find, well, if you're not mad about her being a breadwinner, as long as she supports you where you at, then that's okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's fine. It don't matter if she's the breadwinner or not. But if that brings you jealousy or whatever it is, well, as a man, you need to find yourself first. You need to go get yours first. And then think about being with a woman. So you can make sure your confidence good.
Yeah.
And make sure you can, you know what I'm saying, be able to be the man of the house like you would want to. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like men should always be the breadwinner when it comes to stuff.
Right.
You should always be the man of the house. She should never have to come to you and say, boy, you need to be doing this, or you need to go do some other stuff. You need to go do some investment. You know what I'm saying? Not in that type of way.
How did it make you feel that you were living with someone and she was the breadwinner?
At the time, I thought it was cool. I thought she was supporting, but I think my dream didn't come fast enough. My purpose didn't come fast enough.
Right.
I think that's what happened. When a woman wants things and they're not getting it, I'm not gonna hold a woman back if she want to go be happy with other things.
Right.
Hey man, hold on. I don't know why. You know what? I tell you what, guys, we are going to dissect this entire thing. I got a lot of thoughts about this thing. Just listening to it, I think this is phenomenal. Honestly, that it happens. I know it's unfortunate, and he's probably looking at this as it being unfortunate because at one point, he wasn't where he wanted to be, and then he did have somebody that was maybe there, but not supporting him the way that he wanted them to support him. And then, things took off or whatever. And I don't know. I don't think it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal story, man. It's a phenomenal story. But we gonna dissect this thing on Katie the Great. All right. So we'll go through the interview that he did for Shannon Sharp, break that down, and then we'll also include what she said, and I'll give men a little bit of insight on how it is that you should be moving when you maybe have somebody that's like that.
Just, okay, it is what it is. I learned from it. Boom, that's what it is. Hey, you want to go do these vacations? You want to go whatever it is you want to do, man? Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna be good. I promise you. I promise you. And I always had that mindset. I'm gonna be straight regardless. I swear. That man up there, man, he be there every time.
Now, for the past month, the discourse has been that his ex-girlfriend was unsupportive and turned her back on him at a very low point in his life. According to Nay, she gave him time to clear the air on his recounts of their relationship, but he has not brought the topic back up since the interview. After some time has passed, she decided to take it into her own hands by releasing an 11-part TikTok series going into depth and detail about their entire relationship from beginning to end. Since I can't play an hour and a half worth of footage on this video, I will summarize the series very briefly. Nay gives the viewers a timeline of events leading up to and preceding the end of their relationship. She explains how she would give Desi many rides to football practice, work, business meetings, networking events, and eventually letting him drive her car all across Atlanta without any contribution to the car note or insurance. She paid all of the bills in the household, wrote some of his school papers, and even assisted in him getting his first hosting job. She also says that she never kicked him out and he was not working at Smoothie King at the time of their breakup. Desi apparently got approved for a new lease without Nay's name on it and moved out without ever living with his grandmother. She even speaks on Desi cheating on her during a movie premiere in South Africa. And there is much more to her story. If you are interested, you can watch all 11 parts on her TikTok page. A few days ago, she did an interview with Tasha K, which is exclusive to her website, where you need to pay for her subscription service to get access. I have not viewed the full interview myself, but based on the free clips, it seems like she pretty much says the same as what she has put on her TikTok series.
You ain't out here trying to say, oh, I'm Desi Banks' ex, but Desi keeps speaking on you. You are a part of Desi Banks' struggle story on every damn platform.
And he don't have a struggle story.
And he don't have a struggle story.
He was blessed.
He was blessed.
To have a me.
Oh!
Doing what I was doing.
That part. Let's go ahead and pull this one.
Because, baby, I was doing the struggling and the hustling and the getting it out the mud just to take care of the household and invest in his career. He don't have a struggle story. You went from your mama to me.
Let me go ahead and get Naisha's wine. She's ready right now.
The support was real. Before comedy, it was football. He doesn't want to sit here and say I was not supportive. Before comedy, it was football. I used to take him to practice. When he wanted to go train with Body by Ted, I used to take him over there to Atlanta Sports Complex to go train with Body by Ted. When he wanted to go to Pantherville to be working out at the stadium, I used to take you. All this, she wasn't supportive. I've been supportive since day one.
How long were you guys together?
From 2013 until 2019. You sit up here, you tell all these lies about me. How could you have loved me? Especially if the world knew exactly how much of a real person I was to you and what I've done for you. There's no way you could possibly love me because the ball was in his court. You didn't do right by me, so I left. So when people want to say, oh, I bet she's punching the air now, you know, she's trying to spin a block. I never want to spin a block. Like when they know the truth, why would I want to spin a block? I wouldn't bet an eyelash at Desi Banks. I'm good, sir. This is the one from the very beginning, and I'm the one that you dogged out.
It would be interesting to see Desi respond and further support his side, but
yeah, if y'all want to go check out the entire video, man, y'all please go check out that platform, man. Go check out Status Headquarters. It's on their YouTube page. But yeah, I was trying to figure out a video that pretty much summed up what's been going on. So that pretty much somewhat kind of sums it up, man. So apparently, you know, Desi at one point was kicking it with this young lady. And I don't know what the freak happened. He ended up getting his own place. She left the relationship because, from what she said, he had a choice to do right by her, whatever that means or whatever. And now he's successful and whatnot. So now y'all kind of see what's been going on. What are y'all thoughts just initially, just listening to what both of them had to say?
She ain't like him in the first place.
Facts.
Like, it's gonna take some time, like growth and growth and finding that purpose, or getting that I mean, he probably had little doors open, but getting where he felt like he needed to be was gonna take some time. And like, if you really cared or really wanted to be down with, I'm gonna say, well, for this situation, if she wanted to be down with him and really cared about him, she would have stuck it out. And about the support part, I kind of feel like she was there, but obviously, her patience ran thin. That's what I feel. And if you weren't trying to spin the block, why you say something? Why you come forward? You could have stayed Desi Banks X. We wouldn't know your Instagram or IG or whatever that was. We wouldn't know your name.
Back. Actuals, man. Oh, before code goes real quick. Let me put this real quick. This is.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it. I feel it. I can. He's cooking. I can.
All right, go ahead, Cole. Go ahead.
Honestly, like she said they was together for 6 years. So So Tina's right. Like, she could have stuck it out with him, but like from this situation, it seemed like he said, she said. Like, he has his side of the story, and I'm pretty sure she has her side of the story. And evidently, like, if like, I doubt he's gonna respond, and I just feel like the first.
Kobe's sitting there. Kobe, come on, man. You know we got to get you, dog. Now your volume out, brother. I think you and
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you and Devontae, y'all on the same plane over there. I can see what you are doing there. He is cooking. Oh man. Whoo, boy, I tell you, this has been phenomenal. But yeah, I was just like who the hell is this?
Been my name right up there. That's okay.
Oh man, yeah, it's all love. It's all love. But yeah, until he gets back, I guess he's gonna go in and pay his phone bill. I'm gonna go ahead and give my little quick spiel on it. So here's my thought process on some of it, because I don't want to go too in depth with it. And I'm just gonna basically piggyback off of what Tina said. That boy a menace, man. He is a menace. But yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Tina said. The thing is, and I don't honestly believe that she believes herself when she says she wouldn't bat an eye. That man's successful. That man making millions and millions of dollars. He got all type of exposure. And because you didn't have that patience that you should have had with that man, now you done missed out. And it's hurting. And she jumped at the very first opportunity she could to be able to blow up off of any incident. Because again, they said your ex. He did not mention your name, but you felt the need to go and make a hour and 30 minutes worth of content to speak your piece on that situation. And then you go a step further and go on one of the mess. Let me not say that. You make the mistake to go on somebody else's platform that I would say, I'm not going to speak to that person personally, but based on what I have seen on their channel, I think that it's a lot of messy content that goes on that channel. Again, I don't know this person personally, but based on the content that I have seen that came from that channel, I can't rock with that, man. And y'all seen her say that you're on every single last social media platform, and he's talking about, he did one interview with Shannon Sharp talking about this. This is the only time that I heard about this, and I could be wrong, as I don't really, check out Desi Banks' content other than, what's funny or whatever. I don't really get a chance to see him speak about his personal life that often, which I don't think he really talks about it that much. But this is the first time that I heard this, man. I don't think that he's out there talking about you on all these different platforms. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't think that's the case, man. I think what you should have did and what you wish you would have did was stayed down with that man long enough to reap those rewards that he is getting right now. That's all it is, man. She just hurt. Bless her heart. She just hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thoughts on it. Kobe, you good, man? You went ahead and pay the bill, or all right, you got that extension? Cool. All right, go ahead, big dog.
Like I said, I just think that she seemed a bit bitter. Like, she, like, if you hear in the interview, she was talking about more stuff in the relationship that happened. Yeah. He didn't say nothing about that. He probably had mentioned it in an interview like years ago that he screwed up the relationship, I think. But it's just like you said, she didn't stick it out with him. She couldn't reap the benefits of his success. So keep it pushing. It's over now. It's been like what, 5 years since then?
Yeah. Since 2019. That's 5. That's 5 strong. What good grief, boy. You look up 5 years and that person that was struggling at one point. Because again, she said that she left the relationship.
Right.
Whatever reason, she made that choice to leave a relationship. You look up 5 years, and you again going and doing that 9-to-5 job that she, from what it sounded like from one of her other one of those other clips, that she couldn't stand working at that place wherever she was working at. And 5 years, all I had to do was stay down for 5 years, and I would have been with a millionaire, And a guy that doesn't seem like he has bad character based on, the things that I've seen and the other people that have been around him. But again, this is his only ex. So we don't know how people are outside of what's the name, but he couldn't be that bad if you chose to spend 6 years with him. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people always want to paint a certain type of picture. If that person was as bad as you claim them to be, you would not be around them for that amount of time. Surely you had other options. I'm pretty sure. But it is what it is. You just got to rock with what you got right now. I wanted to kind of get into this comment right here. Men would never be, and this was about the Desi situation, would never be in that position in the first place. So what you're saying is, you don't see guys, and I would say that I disagree with this maybe 1,000%. Every guy that I have honestly seen that has made it, every single last guy that I have seen that have made it, in more cases than not, most of those guys have had a young lady with them along the ride that has been like a major supporter. And oftentimes those women have been like the breadwinner. Like they have held the household down. They took care of everything that needed to be taken care of so that man can focus on whatever his passion was. And those women that stuck it out for the long run, they reaped all the rewards. And again, if I look at anybody, we can go Bill Gates, we can go Elon Musk, we can go Jeff Bezos, we can go Casey Neistat, we can go Eric Thomas, we can go Inky Johnson, anybody that I can honestly think of that has honestly made it, any man that has honestly made it, he has oftentimes had a young lady. Even I'm gonna go ahead and throw Anton Daniels in there as well, because he got to the point where he lost everything. They were literally staying in his parents' like basement or something like that. And I think his wife was like a nurse or something, because he lost his job at the mill because the mill closed down. He went from making $100,000 to making nothing, broke, down and out, nothing. Of course, she still had her job because she was doing her nursing and whatnot. And all the money that she had, she gave it directly to him. The entire check. I'm going to work 40 hours, 80 hours out of the week, and she gave that money directly to her husband. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on. So, again, when you say men shouldn't be in that position in the first place, I'm going to disagree, man. Everybody, or most people, are going to reach, that level of not being able to have it like they want it. But those women that understand that I'm with a good guy. I'm with a guy that has vision. I'm with a guy that has drive, that has ambition. And I don't know when, but I know it's going to happen, because I have that much faith in this guy that I'm willing to stay down as long as it takes. Not because I'm on, the rewards, but just because I rock with him. I rock with him. I love the fact that he does have that bright light. When I look at everybody else that I have been around, every man that I've been around, no light has shined as bright as his does, because of, his mindset. Forget the gold, forget the jewels, the cars, the house, the clothes, and all those other things. When you strip that man down to the bone, like, who is he? And they feel like, listen, I found something that I don't think exists outside of this. So I'm rocking with you for the long term. I'm not going anywhere. And this is not one of those young ladies. We ran into a young lady that has the mindset of most of these modern day people. And I think it's unfortunate for her that, she cashed that lottery ticket out too soon, baby girl. You just got to, you got to suck it up. It hurts. Oh, I know it hurt, boy. Good grief, you got to.
Do you believe? Do you believe 9 times out of 10, if that was a woman in that situation where she had a dream and she wanted to go fulfill it, do you feel like us as men will stick it out with them to the end? Then from a
It's no question. It's no question. Again, if we look even at facts, data, and statistics, 70 to 80% of the women are leaving relationships. In most cases, guys do not leave. They don't. Like, if you're down or whatever, listen, I'm rocking with you because I'm rocking with you. Even if you don't get to whatever it is, the fact that you're striving to be that best version of you, the fact that you're trying to get to that point, I just love that about you. You wake up each and every day and you are grinding towards something instead of sitting on your ass. That is a beautiful thing. And I'm here every step of the way. I think that most guys think that way. Absolutely. I'm rocking with you. That's who you are. That's what you want to become. I'm here for it. And I'm grinding while you're grinding. I don't believe in those guys that just sitting on their tails or whatever. Yeah, baby, you got it. They're going to start that game on 2K. You damn right, I'm along for the ride, so we can pay all the bills. Why I don't need to go nowhere. I don't need to go those guys that really rock, again, and trying to pull their weight in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Even if you don't have the money, fam, it's okay. If you don't have the money right now, but you're trying to get to that point, again, one of the examples that I gave was Anton that lost his freaking job. And his wife, again, she went to work or whatever until he got on his feet, because he didn't stay there long. Just because he lost his job and he was down and out or whatever. Now look at Rita. Got to use her as an example. They've been married for, 2 decades, 20 years. And that young lady is out there traveling the world. Anything that she wants, she gets because she supports her man 1,000%. And there's absolutely nothing that anybody can tell her about her husband. She respects him wholeheartedly. Man, listen, we gonna definitely get into that live stream, man. I'm definitely gonna unpack that. Before we get to the next thing, I wanted to read this. And I'm gonna give this to the entire panel instead of it just being me. But what would be some advice you would give young brothers in Desi's position? So I'm guessing before he got to where he is right now, but the woman that is taking care of everything, but he is on his way up. I'll Tim, you want to give some advice real quick before I get into this thing? Give me a little chance to give me a little bottle of water.
You silly. I mean, I think what he said, she just wasn't it for him. Really, it's kind of one of those things where it's a part of your journey. Mm-hmm. And somehow even going through a situation like that may actually be strength, like may actually build your character. And I feel like he went about it the right way. He got up out of there and stacked his bread and kept moving forward. As long as you staying on your path, following behind your faith, that's the best advice I could really give.
Right. I feel that. Kobe, you want to chime in and help some young brothers out? So the question that was asked, what would be some advice that you would give some of the young brothers in Desi's position with a woman that's taking care of everything, but the guy is basically on his way up?
I most will definitely say if I always tell guys to play your part when you're in Desi's position, because if you two have came to an agreement where she will allow you to put in the work to fulfill your dreams, and all you gotta do is do certain things and play a part of it, and also with doing that, you gotta make sure you're keeping yourself accountable. Also, just like having her be accountable, because there are going to be moments, because I'm not saying all females do this, but some females, when a guy has a dream and he wants to succeed it, sometimes will get irritated because it's not happening fast enough. Just like that whole movie with Taraji, Acrimony.
I was actually that too.
He kept telling her like we're gonna make it, like somebody's gonna buy this, and we're gonna be set, we're gonna be good. And when she called it quits and she left him, somebody else saw his dream, and she got somebody to look at his project, and it was, the rest was history. And I sometimes I really hate to see when, like, I'm just being honest, I hate to see when somebody that was in it with you for the grind for a majority of it, and then somebody else just comes out of nowhere and was not even a part of that journey for that long, and they reaping all the benefits. And that happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Sound advice. Very, very sound advice, man. I agree. But I would say this though, man. I mean, I agree, and also, we want to take it to or look at this thing kind of spiritual, right? God is going to show you things. And the thing is, it might take a year, it might take 3, it might take 5, it might even take 6. But at the end of the day, if you got somebody that's going to leave your side for whatever reason, I don't give it. If it's because she did say something about cheating, but she stayed. And then she said something about if I'm thinking about one of the videos that I had watched. I think she said something about telling him to go get a job, and I guess that man had pretty much made a decision like, nah, I'm not. Like, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do that. I'm not working another 9 to 5. The only thing a 9 to 5 is gonna do at this point is hinder me from going after what I'm passionate about, what I want to do. And so the reason why they said she kicked him out at like 3 a.m. or whatever the case may be, they said that he ended up going back to live with his grandmother for a short period of time. And again, I'm gonna dissect it to make sure, see what lines up. She said she put a timeline out there. I'm gonna see. But you kick that man out at 3 o'clock because he told you that he wasn't gonna get a job. He got that check from YouTube. He saved up. I want to say he saved up about $10,000. I don't know why that's the number, but I would definitely say I understand. That's always the number that when you get to a certain level of success on doing anything, whether it's social media or anything, $10,000 is always like the very first thing that you want to save and put in your bank account and put away or whatever. It's like a little rainy day fund. I don't know why that is, but I kind of had to laugh at that. But yeah, so he got to that point and he moved on. But say for instance, if they would have he would have got to the point that he is now, right? Well, he's making millions and millions of dollars. Say for instance, he got married to this young lady. They had children for whatever reason. And instead of her just leaving and going about her doggone business, now it's a lot of things that could have went sideways if he would have made it and gotten with a young lady that has that type of mindset versus the woman that he's with now. Because I believe Desi is in a relationship right now, and he does have a child right now. And right now, it seems like your boy is honestly living in bliss with that young lady because he made better decisions after the fact. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence about, kind of wanting people to be with the people, be around the people that they grew up with, around the people that, somewhat kind of got it out the mud. But if this man is saying that you didn't support him when he needed you, whether that was emotionally, like I respect the fact that, you're paying all the bills. I respect the fact that he did use your car in most of his skits or whatever, and you were taking him to football practice to go work out or whatever. Like, I respect all of those things. But if you're doing that, but you're still yapping and you're in this man's ear about, hey, you get a job and all of those stuff, instead of just being supportive, I'm just gonna say I don't fault the man for leaving. Like, good grief, like, man, listen, I'm gonna take this doggone emotional beating, for being here because I understand. Like, listen, I got to go through some things or whatever to get to wherever it is that I want to go. But listen, once I get that doggone check, I'm out, dog. I'm out respectfully. So, yeah, man, it's like a bittersweet type of thing. Like, yeah, no. And sometimes you just got to get up out of there, dog. You just got to get up out of there by any means necessary. But I wanted to end this podcast with this last question. Kobe, you good, man? I want to make sure you're straight, dog.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm on the way to get the kids. So.
Gotcha. So, what do you want to be doing in your 40s, 50s, and 60s?
Do it has to be like? Do I have to go in order of like of the 40s, 50s, and the 60s and stuff like that?
Nah, brother, this is your life, man. You tell us, you got it, and we just gonna follow.
All right. Well,
Well, obviously, like, I turned 30 in like 2 weeks, so I got like a good 10 years from hitting 40. So I would most definitely say that, um, because I'm not really much of a traveler, but I would like to start to open up myself to traveling a lot more, and be a lot more invested into what I would like to do with myself in the long haul, as in career wise. Because a goal of mine is I would love to be able to retire at a very, very early age. Because I most definitely don't want to do what I'm doing for the rest of my life.
I love that, man. I love that. Okay. Tatum, what's good?
Why
What do you
that?
want to be doing in your 40s, 50s, and 60s? Y'all, my bad. My neighbors, they feel like they need to be cutting grass right now. Damn it, this is an old people's neighborhood. We cut grass early in the morning, fam. Like, what are we doing? My bad.
It ain't raining out there?
No. You know, it don't rain on the old people.
I don't know how old these folks were, but I seen this video where they was going to Ross, but grandma was dressed up. She had her little heels on. And she just looked like they finna have a good time walking around Ross looking for stuff. In my 40s, 50s, and 60s. I want to put some old stamps in my passport. Either by myself, with friends and family. Shoot. I mean, I'm happy in my career, but I definitely feel like I want to go lateral with it. Let's see. What was I finna say? Good grief. I done lost my train of thought.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So one of the reasons why I wanted to ask this question was because, again, the reason why we do this podcast, y'all, is not just to talk about like relationships and stuff like that and what's going on in the world, but I want to make sure that we're challenging, ourselves and also the people that's listening to think about and ask themselves questions that most people don't ask themselves on a day-to-day basis. And I think that if most people were to ask themselves these type of questions, I think they will be better prepared for what's to come in life. If I start to think, then I'll start looking at it like what I am doing today is going to determine what I'm going to be doing when I hit 40, 50, or 60. And so I think that it's important that we surround ourselves around people that are putting in the work to get to that point. And also understand that just because you are around certain people don't mean that you're going to be successful. But if you put in that work, that time and everything like that, man, I believe that you'll be able to make it to wherever it is that you want to be in life. Right. So let me stop talking. But let me go ahead and give my answer for what do I want to be doing in my 40s, 50s, and 60s. So in my 40s, I want to make sure that the what we have planned with this 4 to 5 acres of land that I'm teaming up, and I'll speak about that on one of my YouTube channels or whatever. Is go ahead and get our little tiny homes village put together. Like I want that thing to be finished, and we have like a little rec center and everything that goes along with it. Who's this? Oh, Devontae just peek back in or whatnot. What up, D? Hold on 1 second, man. I'm gonna give my answer, then I'll let you cook. Yeah, so in my 40s, I want to make sure that is finished. And honestly, man, I mean, I'm gonna be doing all of this stuff right now, but just really chilling, enjoying life, Definitely doing a little bit of traveling, in the car, plane, train, boat, like all of those different things, and just getting different experiences as far as experiencing different cultures. That's really the main thing. Like I want to submerge myself in different cultures just to see what that thing is like. So it's not necessarily just traveling around to different destinations, but I actually want to submerge myself in a culture just to see how it is that they move on a day-to-day basis or whatever. Like one of the biggest things is to go back to Africa, back to our roots or whatever, and see how their life is on a day-to-day basis. Like I want to live that, like how they hunt for food. Like I want to experience all of that. I'm not one of those ones that would just want to be in a hotel chilling by the pool and all. That's all fine and dandy, but no, I want to immerse myself in stuff like that and really be a part of that culture. I think that's really the purpose of traveling and stuff for me. I'm not really into like going to places to check out casinos and the tallest towers. I mean, all that stuff is cool, but no, yeah, I would definitely rather travel for those purposes. Yeah, but yeah, 40s, actually 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. It's all gonna be the same, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get better. I'm like wine. It's gonna get better. Let's get it. All right, D. Let's go ahead, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you rock out. So the question is, my friend, what do you want to be doing in your 40s, 50s, and 60s?
In my 40s, 50s, and 60s. Oh man, we got some
Yes, sir.
decades to go through here. Let's see. My 40s. Give me 1 second. Let me get settled. In my 40s. Let me see. How old am I right now? Man, when you get in your 30s, man, you be forgetting how old you is. In my 40s, um, I want to be collecting a lot of passive income from multiple sources, and just traveling. Really, you know what I mean? Just traveling, enjoying my family, and seeing things that I got on my bucket list. Hopefully, figured out how to be a better, be the man that I'm supposed to be. You know, I don't know. I feel like if I answer this question, I feel like I'm gonna get too deep into it, man. To tell you the truth, my 40s, 50s, and 60s, I want to have peace. Financial freedom. Let's see. What else I could think of? That's really it, man. Happiness. I don't know. Just want to just wake up and not have to be nowhere. You know what I mean? And just get up and just go whenever I want to go with my family. Like just pick up and go. Just hey, babe, you want to go and we want to take a trip here? Yeah, sure. Let's go. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be setting no alarm going till 9 to 5. I tell you that. Yeah.
And
due time.
Can't make this up, man.
Hey, and just for a moment, I want to try to give some words of advice to people out there. Like, I'm gonna try to be short and sweet with it. If you have a dream or something that you want to succeed or you want to accomplish in your life, if you can make it happen, just put in the work, regardless if anybody is with you along for that journey or not, because regardless, it's your journey. And you have people out here in this world that have strive to be a singer, a publisher, a book writer, people doing content, doing podcasts like yourself, LaCarrie, and like we're on this podcast with you, and we're very appreciative of that. And people out here, you have to, if you want to make it, you gotta grind, and you just gotta do what you gotta do to make it happen for yourself. Because just like you said, when you saw that first check you got, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get that first taste, you're never gonna want to stop tasting it. So you just gotta keep grinding, and that's how life is. Because this world is no handouts. It's grind, determination, and you gotta keep pushing it, regardless of what anybody say. If they say you can't make it, make it. If you can't get it.
Facts. Even if you is in your 40s, 50s, and 60s.
That part. Yeah, man. Listen, a lot of people's journeys don't start until they hit them 40s and 50s. This is whenever you wake up, man. You wake up today and you finally realize, listen, this is when I want to go ahead and start and go pursue my dream. You can be 60-something years old, man. I've seen people do it. I've had somebody at me on TikTok. I want to say she's like the dancing granny or something. She's famous on TikTok or whatever. I was like, why in the world is this old lady at me or whatever? But it was a dancing granny, and I went and checked out. Like, yo, she's famous. Like, that's dope, man. So you got people again that don't reach that until they get to whatever 60 years old, man. Grind it out, and they're able to experience something that they probably thought they would never be able to experience in their life. It's never too late. It's never too late, man. My bad, Tim. I know you were about to say something. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the time is gonna pass. Like either you're gonna be it's funny. When I was younger, I said I wanted to be a lawyer, and I was just like, dang, do I want to spend this 8 to 12 years in school and stuff like that? And it's like, well, I still found something that I love to do, but it was still like those 8 to 12 years was gonna pass anyway, whether you was gonna do, whether you was gonna go to school or not. And in some ways, I kind of still think about being a lawyer, but I ain't gonna say, but I still think about being a lawyer. I'm still kind of filling out in what ways, even just to
Makes sense.
Yeah, even if it's still to take the paralegal way and take a program, I still feel like I will in some way have accomplished that dream. So the time's gonna pass. Just do, follow your dreams, follow your paths. And like Desi Banks, I was thinking about like, what was the question? What advice would you give a young man in that same position? I'm like, still follow your dreams, still follow your path, because what if I don't want to use the what if scenarios, but like what if they would have decided to gotten that job 9 to 5 or just gone away from their dream? Where would you be then? Would you even feel like you fulfilled your dream? Like, would you be content or happy? Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. Would you be happy with yourself? So yeah, even if you in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, keep, following your dreams, keep following your goals.
Thanks. All right, you got a little bit of words of encouragement and some advice and whatnot from anybody. Devontae, you wanted to go ahead and add to this? They coming with that hot fire today. I wasn't expecting that. We appreciate it though. We definitely do. We definitely appreciate it.
You talking about my 40s and 50s, the 60s?
No, they were just giving a little word of advice for people out there, man. Just speaking in general.
Let me see. I had wrote something down that I had got from somewhere else. Let me see what I actually had made a video today, and I had posted it on my YouTube. I said embrace every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Your resilience and determination will shine through, inspiring others along the way. Keep pushing forward. You're capable of achieving amazing things.
That's what that's what I was asking about. So I actually did check your video out, but I was waiting on you to just go ahead and use what you everybody else today. You know I'm checking out your content, brother. But yeah, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
Always learning, man. You know I'm always learning. But yeah, man. One of the things that, and I'll end this end it with this. I think that it's important that we stop picking cheerleaders and we start when we start picking cheerleaders for friends and we start picking coaches. All right. I think that a lot of times we often want to hear, those encouraging words and people almost giving light to our bad behavior when we should be looking for people that are going to coach us, that's going to hold us accountable to do better, do more. And those people oftentimes reach that level of success a lot faster because you have those people in your life that are not just encouraging bad behavior, just being your cheerleader just because, versus bringing in those people that's going to coach you, that's going to give you those words or that advice that you honestly need in order to get to that next level. Very important. Yeah. And always know the difference between the two, man. That was honestly one of my biggest things when I first started my YouTube channel. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to delete a lot of comments, like, I don't want to hear that, dog, like, for real, until I started embracing and I actually started going out and choosing mentors and people to coach me and call me out on my bad behavior and start to make changes. And I was like, yo, you can honestly see how your life changes from 1 month to the next when you really start to listen and apply those lessons that they're giving to you. Completely different ball game, man. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it on that note. Does anybody have anything else to say before we get up out of here?
I try to get better phone service so my connection won't break up.
We appreciate you, dog. We gonna stick by you until you do, dog. You already know, man.
Sir.
All right, people. And on that note, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one that they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. As a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time, all right? So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up, and then we're gonna try it. First time trying Magic Mind, all right? I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11, so we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa.